This is Brindisi, or Brindisi as they say here. It's a town, about an hour south of Bari, and the palm trees are a lot more prominent. Actually no, they had these in Bari as well, but this just seems more Mediterranean because of the marble street, I guess. And this is just really beautiful. Brindisi, it's a lot quieter than Bari. I believe Bari is a lot bigger, or has just a lot more crowds in the streets. But it is basically the afternoon now, the pomeriggio, and that means that the shops are closed, except for the handsome police officers. They're still working. Probably just had a coffee. What else? Yeah, this is really beautiful. Like, let's see what Brindisi has to offer. I guess, or I read that it has some kind of castle and some boulevard along the sea, so I'm curious to see that. And this here looks like a little oasis in the middle of the city. I love just this type of trees and marble streets. Envious of this, like, so awesome. I wish I would have this, would live in such a place. Like, not in Brindisi, but if you could have some streets like this in Sofia, that would be nice. Like palm tree lined Vitosha Boulevard. But you can't have it all. Ciao! Guy gave me the peace sign, so that's cool. This is so beautiful, man. Wow. Just gonna take a picture. I just love everything about this. I don't know, it gives me like a Habana de Cuba kind of feeling, even though I've never been there. It's high on my list. Just wow. Like, just for the vegetation alone, you should come to Brindisi. Over Bari, I would say. That's just this main street from the station to the center. I'm totally in love with it. Yeah, totally. Like, Sicily has this type of vegetation as well, certain parts. Brindisi is a port city, and here we have the little bay that goes into the center. Nice boulevard, it's really quiet, zero tourism, zero people in general here. So let's walk around a bit, see what the city has to offer. The quiet hours of the day. Look at this beautiful terrace. Palm trees lined up. And here comes a big ferry boat, packed with trucks coming from who knows where, Greece. Brindisi is another big ferry terminal here. Packing up a lot of trucks, probably several decks. And some little boats coming there to guide it into the port. I'm actually surprised that it goes into the city so far, because this would basically be the city center, right? So that's the port where the ferry is still, I guess, turning around, but I'm not patient enough to wait. And I have to take a leak, so there's that, because I had a lot of water and coffee. But here we have the Colonne del Porto, which is the column of the port city. Now that's a truly impressive piece of Roman remains, right? We can see this one is basically split up, or no, it's not. It's two parts, probably put together, and sand and rocks were put in the middle. So you can imagine the amount of manpower required to pile these things on top of each other, right? I don't know if it's known how they did it, but same question for the pyramids, obviously, and all the temples of the ancient Roman and Greek empires. This column of the port was for a long time regarded as the terminal monument of the Appian Way. The Roman columns were presumably realized around the 2nd and 3rd century Anno Domini, like after the birth of, or what was it, the death of Christ, marking the year 0, to celebrate the crucial importance of the port of the Roman expansion and commercial traffic. Fortunes and progress of the city were identified with columns, which, for this reason, were embodied in its own emblem. In 1528, a static failure caused the collapse of the northwestern column, which was later donated to the town of Lecce. Near the survived column there are remarkable examples of stately buildings of the 17th and 18th centuries, such as the buildings belonging to the Scolmaflora and Perez families, as well as the ruins of a house currently annexed, a more modern building, which, according to some scholars, would have been the house where the great poet Virgil spent the last days of his life. Here's the Piazza del Duomo. We have lots of. They're doing some renovations, so I cannot keep the noise down, but this is a beautiful Duomo. Wow.